Hello friends, now today we will discuss how to create a question paper on Teams app. So when you open your Teams app on any of the laptops or desktops, it shows you this kind of window. Make sure that if you have Windows 7, you should be very much aware that Teams app works quite slow on Windows 7. If you have Windows 8, it works very proficiently. So what can be done if you want a proper speed? You can get Windows 8 installed on any of your drives, like only on C drive. Okay, even if you don't want to do it, let's do it with Windows 7. As in my laptop, Windows 7 is there. So when this window is visible to you, you look at your left hand side. You will see the second icon from top, and that is Teams. You click on this. Right, when you click on this, it's already clicked, so that is why this preface is visible to you. Now from this preface you select any of the class, like I will select 12th A. Then when it opens, look at the top here. I hope this is visible. I'm moving the cursor so that you can visualize. Here is written assignments. See, assignments. Click on this assignments. It will open like this, and here at the bottom you will see create. So click on the create. It will show you three options: assignments, quiz, from existing. So you will have to always click on quiz. When you will click on quiz, it will open a page like this as it is opening. Now as you can see, I was trying, so I have prepared 3 papers already: trial paper, chemistry class 11th, and untitled quiz. So these are the already made papers. Supposingly you have made paper and you want to do editing work in it. So if supposingly this is your paper, you want to edit, you will open from here and will do the steps which I'll tell further. But supposingly if you want to make a new paper, then you will go on new quiz, right? Always you will go on the new quiz. Okay? If you have to add a new paper, or if you have to make a new paper, you will go on add new, right? Like I have to edit my previously existing paper, so I'll be clicking here. Suppose you want to make a new paper, so you will go on new quiz. As soon as you click on the new quiz, just wait. It will open this kind of page, and you will see here it is written untitled quiz. So you will click on this untitled quiz, and whatever is the name of your paper you will type here. Like my subject is chemistry, so I am writing here chemistry. Whatever name you want to give to your paper you can give, like chemistry class 11th, and then you will click on add new. Supposingly you want to give any description to your paper, XYZ, you want to speak about your paper, you can type here in the entered description. So it's not very much needed, so I will click on add new. When you enter on the add new, it shows you this kind of window. Here there are few options like choice. This is for giving MCQ questions, objective types. Then text, if you want to give one word or the explanatory questions, explanation ones, you will enter here on the text. Like first of all I will give some questions on objective, so I am checking on the choice one. So as soon as I clicked on the choice one, it is showing here to type the question. So whatever is my question, supposingly first of all delete this question, and then you write whatever you want to write your question. Then here are the options. Like option 1, whatever is your option 1, ABC, you write. Option 2, XYZ, whatever you want to write. Then by default it shows only 2 options. And if you have to give 4, then you will click here, add option. Third option will come. I want to give 4 options. I will click once more, 4 options will be here. Now I will add the options. Here also I have added. Here also I have added an option. So first question is done and 4 options I have added. Now supposingly if for my this question this one is the right answer. ठीक है, B1 is the right answer. I clicked on it. B1 is the right answer. So this will save that you are not supposed to check. The system will automatically generate the answer and will check the paper also. So first question is done. Question is done. Options are done. I have checked the right answer. Then the second question you can add from here. Like by mistake I have added here an option. So means many options you can add. If you want to give four options or 5 options in the exam, that also you can do. So as I said, this option is added by mistake. I want to delete it. So here you can see a sign of bin. I will click on it and this option has gone. Now concentrate on the lower part of this page. Here it is written points. This points means marks. So whatever you will type here, like I am typing here 1. I'm typing here 1. So it means the question is of 1 mark. Supposingly you will 10 objective questions, then every time you need not to put this points. By default for the entire paper and for every question it will assign 1 mark. And if you want to change, you can change for the next question. Then the next thing which you should do is the most important, and that is you click on this required button, right? You click on this required button. When you will click on this required button, it will show you this kind of options. These kind of so many options are there. You have to always click on the shuffle option. When you will shuffle it, what will happen? Every child will see shuffled options. Means they cannot cheat and they cannot talk about the options, because every child, supposingly 10 children are solving first question, everybody will see the shuffled options. Okay, sequence will change for each and every child. Now see, the first question is done. I want to type the second question, so I will do add new, and then this add new I want to again give an MCQ, so I will type here and then I will type the second question. Whatever is my question, same kind of steps you have to follow for this also, right? And supposingly now the third question I want to give the one word, so I will click on the add new, and then I will this time select from here the second one, that is text. So this will open this kind of window for you. So here if you want to give one word answer, this has to be typed. Then whatever is your answer, right, whatever is your answer, you put it here, enter your answer. I hope you are able to read it. So here in the correct answer you put your correct answer, then same you will write for the marks. Supposingly if it is for 1 mark, you will write for 1 mark. Again you come and do the shuffling work. Shuffling has to be done again and again, so that what happens, this is the second kind of questions, no? In the objective, if you select once, it will be once done for all the objectives, and for one word, if you have to shuffle the one word answers also, so you will select the shuffling from here again, right? So that you can do. Then if you want to give in one word only, you want to give long answer, descriptive type, then you can click here, right? So here you can enter your big answer also, right? And then you can change the marks from here. Like if it's a good big question, I am trying to ask it for 3 marks, so write it 3 over here. So this is how you will do. Supposingly in your any of the question there is any picture which you have put on any of your drives on your desktop or anywhere in the pen drive, so this is the option. This is the option you can click, and then directly from the internet also you can put any image, or if any video also can be inserted. And this is like for image, if I want to click, or if I want to incorporate any image in my paper, I will click on the image, and wherever it is saved, no, like from here, if mostly we save our things on the desktop before we make the paper, so you will click on the upload, and then from as we do on the Facebook and everywhere, the same is the way. So from here you will upload it and the picture will be shown, right? So this was how to give the MCQ questions and how to give one word, how to give descriptive questions. There comes one important information. If you are taking one word questions, then make sure that you have to instruct your children, like if I am writing the answer of my question is, say suppose chemistry, and I have typed chemistry, the first letter capital C, so that you have to instruct to the children before you schedule the paper that your answer will start from the capital letter. So if they will start writing chemistry and they will write small c, it will not accept it. So you'll have to instruct accordingly for the font also, right? Type of the letter, it is small letter or the capital letter. Only one instruction is needed. Now one more thing, supposingly we talk about the subject science. Science is taught by 3 teachers in one class. Suppose I have typed my chemistry questions and I want to share this paper with the other teacher sitting at home. So what I will do, I will click from here on the share button, right? On the right hand side top is the share button. You click on this and then you can see there is a link visible. This link is to share the paper with the children, but we are not going to share from here with the children, because if we'll share from here with the children, the child has to fill all the entries again, login ID, password, everything. Then he or she can see the paper. So we will talk about sharing in the other section of this video. But right now we are talking, if you want to share it with the teacher, then how to share it so that she also can edit here, add her questions, so she can also see, you can also see the same questions. So you will go to the third option. See, this is first, this is second. You will go to this third option, right? You will click on it and now you can read, I guess. It is written on the first. See, if you click here, it has generated a link. So you can copy this link and can share with your friend. Whosoever, supposingly you are a chemistry teacher, you made your chemistry objective paper and you want to share it with a bio and physics teacher. Then you share this link and post it to the WhatsApp or whatever source you want to give, you can give, and the same paper can be used for further editing by the other teacher. So this is how you will share it with the teacher, right? So our paper is done. Remember that we need not to save anything in this, because it's like we use Google Drive and cloud and all, so there the things are automatically saved, no backup is there. So it's a kind of drive. They also have their software where the paper is already saved, so no saving is needed. You can just type and close it. Now suppose my paper editing and making paper is done and I want to preview this, then I will go here and will click on the preview. So this is the paper. You can see I have typed the first question, then I have typed second question. So it's showing, hi Aparna, when you submit the form, the owner will be able to see your name and email address and with this paper. So this is how your paper will look, and then you go and click on the back button. So by default 5 questions I had entered, so 5 points it is showing. So these were the points to make the paper, right? Now we will discuss how to publish the paper for the children so that they can take the exam which you have planned. So what you can do, you can go back. I told you there is no need of saving because it is by default going to be saved. Now in continuation, let us discuss, our paper was made and saved. Now we will discuss how to share it with the students, how to publish it for the exam. So again you have to follow certain steps which will be same as the previous. You again go and click on the teams, then select any of the teams, irrespective of the class. So I have selected. Then again you need to go and click on the assignments. Then these steps are same as the paper making. Then again you go and click on this create button, clicked, then go and click on the quiz, right? So from here only we have tried like making new paper. This is my new paper. Do you remember I made the paper with the name Chemistry 11? So I am going to click on this, right? Now if you have to make a new paper, you will make from here, new quiz. And if you want to edit an old one, so your paper will be reflected here. This is my paper already made, so I will click on this Chemistry 11th, and then if you can see here next button is popping out, so you click it. As soon as you click on the next, this kind of window will be open. Now you see it's open. So already I had chosen class 12th A, so it is already showing for all students. Now what has to be done, the date of schedule, due date of exam, you will choose and will select from here. Supposingly I want to take the exam on Monday, that is tomorrow, so I have already chosen Monday, September 14th, right? Then the most important thing is choosing time. So here by the right hand side you have the time choosing option. When you click over here, it will open the timing. So any time you want to choose, you can choose from here, right? Please be careful about AM PM. Okay, one more thing has to be paid attention. Here below the date, due date, you can see what is written. It is written assignment will post immediately with late turnings allowed, right? Now we know late turnings we cannot allow, so we will click here on the edit. When we click on the edit, it will show you a window of this kind wherein 3 types of times are given. It's given post time, due time and close time. So post time means the time at which you want to publish your paper, the time at which you want to show the paper to the students. It's a published time, right? Suppose you want to start your paper at 7:30 in the morning, so that is the post time. So you will choose your post time from here. Okay, then there are 2 more times, due time and close time. So you remember due time and close time is always same, right? Once you give the due time, like I have started the paper at say suppose 7:30 in the morning, then due time is of 1 hour, so I'll post here 8:30. After 1 hour, 7:30 starting time, that is post time, and close time 1 hour later, that is 8:30. Okay, and then you remember this post time and this due time and close time is always same. So the purpose of choosing close time is after this closing time nobody can further select the answer and can attempt. So this is 3 times, these are the 3 times which you need to check properly before publishing your paper, because if you're not going to check the time properly, your paper will be immediately shown to the students, right? But you are preparing the paper for the future, so you'll have to be very much careful regarding these 3 times. Now few more instructions regarding the post time. Your post time, supposingly your exam is of 1 hour starting from 7:30 in the morning. So at least 10 minutes before or 5 minutes before you take the post time. Supposingly you have given any pictures or any videos or any image, if you are uploading, it takes time to get uploaded on all the appliances like mobiles children have or the desktops. So it takes time. So at least 5 minutes before you give here, right? 5 minutes extra you give. If you want to start your paper at 7:30 sharp in the morning, give here post time as 7:20 or 7:25, right? Then your close time is the time at which paper will automatically be over. Nobody can answer after that. Okay, and due time is the time duration for which your exam will be happening, like for 1 hour. So 8:30. So due time and close time is always same. Advantage of close time is that whatever close time you have chosen, that is the time to end the exam. After that, the software will not allow any of the student to check or correct or put the answer for any of the questions. So you will have to be very, very much careful while choosing the time. Once you have done everything, come and click on the done button, right? As soon as I have clicked on the done button, it's already done. Now the last and the important thing, your everything is set and you want to publish the notification. So here at the last it is written post assignment notification to the channel. So you will click here on the edit button, and then whatever is your channel, like I want to publish my paper on the chemistry channel, it's already ticked. I will click here on the done and my paper will be published. So these were the steps by which you can make a paper and publish it on the Teams app for taking the exam. Thank you for watching. I hope this was helpful.